pancakes.
Dunder.
Parrot pirate. Hell yeah.
Starting strong.
Right in.
I wasted my natural 20 pre-game, but
You did, no. Teeny tiny ship.
21. You. Take this fucking down.
creepy whisper. Muted.
Even though they're like 300 feet away. More, actually. But anyway.
Sound carries over the water.
Yes. Paulie is definitely doing a jig to this amazing music that you picked for the background. He can hear it too. And yeah, Paulie is dressed up in his full captain regalia. Little pirate hat with his mullet hanging out the back. The mullet of feathers hanging out the back. That is blowing majestically in the wind. That's actually how he can tell that it's a southwesterly wind. Just by the way his mullet moves. He's donning his captain's cape with big old epaulets with gold tassels hanging down. He's got Talon on one side, which, you know, he's still annoyed about not being perfectly cleaned by one of the members of the crew. And Shrimpy, his sentient shrimp pistol, on the other side. And he's standing basically right at the front of the ship with a telescope and 1 foot on the front there. Staring off, going, let's go. Mm-hmm. So... Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. This is a merchant ship, correct? That we're seeing? Perfect. Well, let's raise the black. I'm going to yell out to the crew. Crew, raise the black! Arm the cannons! And let's scare these pricks. Can I try and intimidate the merchant vessel? By surrender. So I want to stand right at the front of the ship. I want them to see me. You know, like raising up Talon high, yelling to the crew, aiming Talon towards them, you know, and then raising the black as I do that. Hmm? Hey, every pirate's got to try and, you know, get them to surrender before the battle starts. That way you get more loot. Hmm? $17. Damn it. It was, but, you know, disadvantage. I accept that. Breaks. I'm sorry. How dare they? Why won't they just surrender? Come on. All right. Can I do anything else? Not really. Can I? That's my action, I guess. I'll move to the wheel. Sure. Yep. Cool. Can we move we'll move the ship that way. And then 4 hexes you said? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, I'm pumped for naval combat. Been a while.
He's still very. I feel like as this is happening, Killian would have been like walking up onto the deck because he's just like, something's happening. I'll go check it out. And walks up onto the deck and he's like, oh shit. He sees Paulie trying to scare a ship from 300 feet away. And he's like, you fucking idiot. That ain't going to do anything. This is how you scare him. Killian will run over to the cannons and he's going to fire the cannons. But can I bump a fireball into that? Yeah, it's like just empower the cannons with the fireball. I just. Yep. $31 fire damage. I want to aim for their mainsail. Killian like puts his foot up on top of one of the cannons and looks back at Paulie and goes, "Now that's how you scare." With his really tattered cloak just billowing in the wind. No sleeves, no nothing. It's just pinned at his neck at the moment. Looks like a cape. Yeah, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
There are enemies.
I would say Yama is maybe up the front of the ship. He is back in his like resplendent armor as you guys have known him. I think he's trying to like salvage his reputation as this, old army general, war general. So he's just trying to go back to his regimented ways, and he's just on the top of the ship. And he is going to cast a spell on himself. He's just muttering to himself, and he casts Crusader's Mantle, which I'll chuck into the foundry. But basically, 30-foot radius from me grants all my teammates a feeling of boldness, and everybody gets a plus 1d4 radiant damage to their.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Now, someone in chat was saying I was muted that entire time, so you'll just have to pretend like you knew what I was talking about based on what the crew here has said in context, and hopefully you can hear me now. I'm sure among mates will let us know because he's got our back. In the meantime, Crusader's Mantle by Yama, radiating sort of this golden aura around him. Thank you very much. They got me now. Also, Yama, something I didn't put into the ship stats, that you've been working on reinforcing La Floridita over the last couple of months. What did that do exactly, and what kind of changes can we see on the ship?
So that was mechanically a +2 AC bonus for the ship. In my mind, it's a very radiant light that maybe just glosses the ship in the right light. Mm-hmm. I don't want it to be like a super magical shiny ship to attract attention, but just like a little sheen, like an oil slick.
You gave the ship like a ceramic coating, so like it just gave like a little bit of extra. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
a little bit extra oomph.
Excellent. So that's bumped up your ship's armor class from 13 to 15, making it hardier than it perhaps would look on the surface. And
that will never disappear unless someone casts a spell on it.
Excellent. Yeah. Love that. Yama's been doing work.
He's been putting in hours.
And so, maintaining this concentration on this sort of aura, everyone around Yama who's, some of the crew preparing for, the oncoming fight, other parts of the crew, running around as they get close to Yama, feeling that radiant aura, and you can kind of see a bit of a glow settle on them as they go about their business. Is Yama also kind of standing near a particular set of guns? Because it does say that, weapons would deal an extra, radiant damage. Is Yama standing on a particular side of the ship?
Well, let's say he's standing on this. It's a 30-foot radius, which I'm not sure how big the boat is. Is it 50 feet?
That's a good point. So I think you probably hit both sides, and especially from the front. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so I would say that because it's like a boldness in his allies, I think it's people taking a bit of his like confidence that he's exuding as he's really put this mask back over himself of the, the general who's been through it all.
Yeah, perfect. Excellent. So Yama buffing up all his allies. One of those allies in particular, Karu. Where's Karu, and what do we see when we look at him?
Karu is standing like right up against the rail of the side of the ship that's facing the other ship and trying to work out if he can swim all that way. But he's like, I think that might be too far for me. And so he turns around and he like yells at Paulie, Captain, do we need to go faster?
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm on it. And he's gonna start climbing up. He's gonna do the rigger thing and go for like full sail.
Excellent. Excellent. What does that do? Because I've not read what that does.
Using the ship skill and then adding this sailing die, where is it? You get to go one extra space.
Ah, perfect.
This turn, so I'm assuming it will then move.
This turn, it says.
Yeah, move one extra space this turn.
Sure. Yeah, love that. So you got to make a rigger check, which
I don't know what that is.
Rigger check. Action station rigger, point cost. Okay.
How stiff are you, Katie?
It's
well, seeing as you're climbing up, as you said, you're climbing up into the sails. Give me a, I'm assuming some kind of acrobatics or athletics check.
Sorry, in the sheet for La Floridita, there's a full sail action with like a dice that I could potentially click.
Sure. I don't know what that does, but there we go. It says DC 12 charisma saving throw.
Oh shit!
But I don't think it needs to be charisma saving throw. I think that's if you're yelling at your crew.
No, I'm not. I'm climbing up the rig.
So if you want to give me a dexterity saving throw instead, perhaps, as you're climbing around. And do we establish if you have any proficiency, or all of yours is like a D4 currently? Not that you need it.
I think I think the sailing die is just a D4.
Yeah, I think Paulie's the only one with a D6 being actually trained in.
I'm gonna roll it anyway, just to see.
Ooh, 26 total.
Hell yeah.
We love that. Full sail, Karu gets up there and just gets a little bit of extra oomph out of La Floridita. Obviously, the Jade Fortune, being a bigger ship with more sail, isn't quite as maneuverable, especially, but in full wind could outrun you. So every little bit of speed is going to be useful. Cool. I think that's it from Karu up in the rigging. Speaking of the Jade Fortune, it is their turn, and seeing as they've pulled up alongside in a lovely little broadside, they're probably going to open fire, if I've got to be honest. You are slightly out of range, so these attacks are going to be at disadvantage.
Hell yeah.
A 9 will not hit. 14 will
Doesn't it?
barely
Because
not
the AC.
hit. Thank you to
Because of the AC.
Yama's increased buff on the ship. One of the cannonballs looks like it's going to be a direct hit, but sort of just glances off at the last second and kind of goes low. And then that's going to be their 2 shots, and they're going to go full speed ahead, continuing on their current path. What is their speed? 5. There we go. Excellent. That is their turn. Paulie, back to the top of the round. We've got Paulie and La Floridita.
All right. Okay, there we go. There we go. That way. I'm gonna move the ship 2 spots down, like that. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna keep going. All right, but what Paulie's gonna do? He's going to also go a full sail. And then, I don't know about you guys, but I want to ram these fuckers.
Hell yeah!
You guys cool to ram them? Right,
Kara's like,
sweet.
we're gonna get close to the ship, and then I can get on the ship. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna ram these fuckers. So I'm going to use full sail as my action.
Yep. So this time I will make it a charisma saving throw for you because you're probably yelling at the crew to kind of get the full sail going.
Charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
Yep.
We need to get you a mega.
Boom! Dirty 20.
Absolutely. So you get 1 extra free movement on top of your existing 4, I believe.
2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That is good. And then I'm going to move the ship just to like that. So we still have the wind, but, you know, basically, if they follow the directory, they're in trouble. Actually, yeah, and then we can
Can we
still angle.
shoot them from that angle?
Yeah, we should be able to.
It'd be like the front side.
With the
things.
front cannons, I think that you're probably
Yeah.
out of a cone for the broadsides.
Okay, then, oh, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that. Okay, I can leave it like that for now, and I can angle it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, guys. There we go. Well, that is my turn.
Yep. Excellent. Killian, onto you again.
Well, I'm just gonna, you know how it goes. I'm gonna do the same thing again.
Sure, soften them up, warm them up.
And
Plus 1d4.
nice. Since Paulie was like,
It only
gonna
works on
ram
weapon
them.
attacks, the extra d4.
Oh,
yeah, but
damn
if I
it.
fire, can I
They're
organize
from a cannon?
with my fire?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to probably give you the best of both worlds there. I think if you're doing like a cantrip equivalent, then yes, like we boosted up, right? But I think your spells in general are spells.
Yeah, they're pretty big already. Anyway.
Yeah. They're big in AOE. I think giving you an extra d4 on that is probably wild. Whereas the cannons, you got to remember the damage is also scaled for ships, which is 5 times normal HP. So it's an interesting choice you have to make.
Wait, what is the cannon's role? It doesn't tell me here.
Cannons are an attack roll. I think what is the formula here? It's 1d20 plus 3 plus your ability with the ship itself. So a d4 for those of you without a lot of ship training, a d6 for someone like Paulie, who has ship training. Paulie did train someone else in shipping stuff, I think, but it might have just been his pet monkey. So
It was the monkey.
yeah.
I love the monkey.
I'll fight the cannons this time.
There's a hierarchy,
You know.
guys. I'm sorry.
Like, if we're ramming them, can I borrow Talon again?
No.
And before I could hear him, I was like loose the cannon, and I'm like, what?
Oh ho ho!
And he sinks the ship.
And then I fire a critical hit.
Pew!
That's
Plus
15
1d4.
plus 1d4.
2d4.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Plus another 3.
God damn it.
18
18, and
Time
that
to-
is
Aim
that
for
is-
like a mast.
times 5.
yeah,
I'm gonna aim.
Yeah, it's 18. The ships have smaller HP pools, and so any non-ship damage is actually scaled down by 5. But I've given
I'll
you the
aim for
full
the-
18.
The main mast again.
Yeah, so huge cannon. The cannonball that flies across the sea, glowing with sort of a ethereal golden light just as it leaves, and then starts punching into the side of Jade Fortune, doing incredible damage. The ship is not quite bloodied yet, but it is certainly in danger.
Good job.
Sounds good. Cool.
Take that.
Love that for you, Killian. And we'll move on to Yama.
Ooh, shit. I'm used to being behind like 20 enemies in the turn order. Maybe I will. Can I help with that come about to give us that extra rotation to ram them?
Absolutely, yeah, if you want to.
Cool. It doesn't say I roll anything.
No, I think yeah, come about might just be just do it, right? Naval combat rules. Yeah, I don't see anything about. Yeah, come about. If you're the pilot, rotate 1 extra rotation this turn. The cost is ship dependent. Default 2. That the cost doesn't matter. But yeah, so you run up to the steersman, and with your incredible strength, just pull the steering wheel to rotate further. So giving you a
help with that extra ramming speed.
That's right. Love that, Karu.
Ram him.
Ramming.
Can I maybe just take a shot with the front guns, seeing as
Sure.
we've changed our angle?
Absolutely, yeah. Small arms.
Yeah. So I was at a 1d20 plus.
I think it's 1d20 plus 3, and you get to add a situational 1d4 bonus.
Okay, that's the d20. Ew.
It's a d14.
Wait, that's a d14.
The most
Add my
skills in
11, will
sailing.
you? 2. So 15.
Okay. So without your skill in sailing, that would have been a miss. But thanks to what you've been picking up here and there, you jump onto the small arms, sort of you slide down the ropes to the front of the ship, where there's kind of a small ballistae kind of set up, and open fire. The golden gleam from Yama is going to help this shot as well. So you could roll damage and add an extra d4.
How much is the damage? Sorry.
Can you click damage on the?
Oh yeah.
in chat?
Why don't I think to do that? Small arms.
Yep.
Give me the damage. I'm just going to do this so that it lets me. Okay, damage. All right, so 5, and then Yama's additional 3.
Hey.
7, 8, 5. Okay. That bloodies, equivalent bloodies
yeah.
the ship. You see smoke rising up from charred parts of cannon fire. There's a couple of ballistae have hit some of the crew that are on the ship, and there's sort of singe marks in the sails. She's not loving life being this way. Does Karu kind of yell anything? Has he got like a triumphant, yes, I hit someone kind of thing, or what's his deal currently?
I actually think he's still trying to measure with his eyes how far away we are from the ship. He clearly has like a thing he likes to do when we're in combat, and right now he's not able to do it. So it's just kind of like, yeah, and then he's like squinting, like, nah, not yet.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. It's like, nope.
Excellent. And what is the distance he's waiting for to swing? Or I assume swing out, triple somersault, axle, and then dive in the water. What is his typical distance he's looking for?
Probably another 100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually can get somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I think the frigate is going to keep on its path to pull you directly in here. So 1, 2, 3. And just while it's got you under its full bore here without disadvantage this time, it's going to try and give you a full broadside attack. But again, thanks to the improved armor from Yama,
Hell yeah!
and perhaps the narrow angle that you're coming at them, these shots are just going slightly wide. You're seeing the big splashes of cannonballs in the side as they keep going.
Like Paulie's like doing serpentine moves, like yeah.
Yeah. And I've got you selected there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're going to. They see what you're trying to do and start turning slightly to move away and avoid the sort of the shallower areas.
I'll get him.
Paulie.
Well, Paulie's gonna ram him. So I can move the speed there, bang, and I can hit the back of them.
Excellent. So a ram, if a bow touches another ship, you roll 1 hit die, which is for you is a D10, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plus distance traveled, so
Correct.
yeah, 4.
So it'll be a D10 plus 4, and they just get a D10.
D10, right.
I'll roll out in the open here. Well, that's pretty good. That's much better.
Roll.
We got a 9.
So the winner deals a critical hit. So if you want to roll a critical hit as if a cannon has done damage.
Where are we? Oh wait, critical. That's right. There you go. Bang. 12 damage.
No.
It's more than that.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it a critical?
It's a critical if you win the ram.
Oh, Roger, that's awesome.
Oh,
Hell yeah!
Nice rolls.
there's like 20 damage.
So 20 damage.
Does the shit count as a weapon?
I'd say so. Roll another D4.
Hey.
2D4. Sorry, 2D4 for me.
Hells yeah.
One sec.
So
Boom!
26 damage.
That's
Is it
massive.
29 damage?
No, because you don't add the +3 twice.
Right.
I'm just taking your double dice rolls and
Sure.
your +3.
Sorry, yep.
So 26. This ship is crippled absolutely.
Yes.
As you ram against it, you're all shuddered to a bit of a halt. In fact, I'd like you all to give me a Dex saving throw as you ram into the ship.
If I save this, could I just do something a bit silly?
Sure.
Everyone gets a +3 to this.
All right, 27 for
11.
me.
21, so 23, 24.
Ugh. The very dexterous Yama gets a 5. He's such an old man.
I'm going to say that Yama and Killian, you take, just as you're kind of shuddered forward, you're each going to take 5 damage as you're kind of slammed into the front of the ship. You know, these other two were maybe a bit quicker to kind of jump at the right time or hold themselves balanced, those sea legs. But the two of you are just kind of rocked a little bit. And, it's not nothing majorly, but you definitely feel it, right?
I'd actually really like it if like Karu was like yes, we're getting closer, and he actually like got ready on the front and like front flips onto the enemy ship, just like
that's what I was hoping to do. So like what I was hoping to do was obviously Paulie knows when they're going to ram because he's steering the ship. So as they're about to ram, he lets go, he leans back, and as the ship hits, he just goes over the top of the wheel, just basically missiles towards the front of the ship.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Now, where are you? Okay, because you both rolled excellently, I'll say with the
like going through the car window, boom, just a missile.
So, where are you aiming to land or be in the air? I guess for Paulie, in relation to the enemy ship, and Karu, where are you aiming to land, kind of on the enemy ship?
Well, I guess we've hit their butts, so I was hoping to land on the butt of the ship. I don't know what it's called. I was just like imagining because he was at the front with the 4 guns, so I imagine like he like got up onto the front of the ship, onto the railing, and then front flipped to land like on the deck, basically.
I mean, with the 24 plus 3, I'll let you, launch yourself into the rigging or a mast if you really want. Like, you tell me where you want to land on the ship.
Okay, maybe I go into the ring and I splay my tentacles out, so I just look like a fucking sea monster.
And this is a
Swiping
free
onto the
master,
windscreen.
so fore, aft, or rear.
Dan, so many. I don't know.
That's fine.
The
Pick a
big
weird
one.
word.
The big one.
The big one in the
One in the
middle.
mid-
All right, and
Thank
and Paulie.
I'm definitely going right for the wheel. Like, you know, so literally just gonna like be like, yeah, yeah, and then just try land on whoever's piloting their ship.
Yeah, sure thing. Cool. Now, in the obviously you have a number of crew members who are, you know, effectively lieutenants aboard your ship, and some of them are intended to stay behind on the ship and make sure the ship, you know, stays defended. But I will say that you have, you know, you could have nominated 2 of them to come with you in the event of a boarding. Who would you typically bring with you on this kind of, or, you know, who would be ready to board from the ship?
Who do you guys want to have board?
Aveline, my girlfriend.
Yes.
Thank you.
And the drow priestess was leveled up as well, right?
Fiera, hell yeah, let's do it.
Excellent.
Can Neville, my powder monkey, just be ready to throw me guns if necessary from our ship?
Sure. Yes. I realize I don't have a monkey token. That's clearly something I'll need to fix by next session. Alright.
I was very serious about nibbles. Oh, that's so cool, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
So, a new set of initiative as we attack the crew of the Jade Fortune.
Oh, Fiera's picture looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah, I
haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I updated that today,
Oh,
so she's a bit more
she's so
piratey.
cool.
That's awesome.
I love her. I already loved her. I actually love her.
So you land on the ship, Paulie, with a flourish, and you see perhaps, you know, how well do you know the captains of the Emerald Trading Company? Like, how much research does Paulie do into...
Fuck all, man.
Fuck all, okay.
Fuck all. Alright, like, you know, like it's, especially for something like the Emerald Trading Company, you know, they have name tags that they say, like, you know, Captain number 3245. That's my view of them.
Well, you see a very sort of tall, proud woman standing at a commanding height with sharp, angular features and piercing green eyes. Her raven black hair neatly tied back, revealing a face that has seen countless battles and victories. A scar runs down her left cheek, a souvenir perhaps from a duel with a pirate captain who underestimated her resolve, an error that cost him his life. She's dressed in a deep green and gold uniform of the trading company, tailored to perfection and adorned with symbols of her rank and accomplishments. Over her uniform, she wears a long, dark coat with gold embroidery that catches the light whenever she moves. And you can see the crew around her, you know, both respect and fear her in equal measure. She's got a sword at her in her hand, and is, you know, clearly looks like she knows how to use it. As you land, she's got a bit of a kind of a wry smile as you approach.
Give me 1 sec, my headphones better die.
Okay. Cool. Obviously, she's got a number of other crew on the ship itself. Some crew members here to kind of prevent boarding parties.
We're good.
And who don't we have?
We're good. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Thank God for the Steel series being fast. So she has a wry smile, you said?
Yes, she has a wry smile, though sort of these fierce green eyes.
Right.
Sort of a bit of contempt for you.
Can I chat to her yet, or wait?
It's your turn. What do you want to do?
Perfect. Hello there. I'm Captain Paulie. You may have heard of me. Now, Paulie is dancing because he's still loving the music that's playing in the background. Like, you may have heard of me. This is what we would call a bit of piracy. Now you have a couple choices here. You either surrender, and we let all your crew live, or you don't, and we kill you, and then see if your crew want to keep going, without you. Or we just kill you all. Preferably, we go for the surrendering part, but we're happy to murder. That's it.
It was a bad time
Still
for me to
dancing.
take a bite of candy, but
Still dancing. Still dancing.
Excellent. She looks at you and holding her sword, her sword rips into life with green flame.
Oh, doesn't even want to shout. Okay. Is she gonna dance off though? She can have a dance off.
She says, "You will not. You were not the first pirate to come at me, and you will not be the last." But they all fall overboard and sink to the depths.
But are any of them this good at dancing? Or this rakishly handsome?
When we're done here, and you're lying at my feet, I think my crew shall have a bonus made of your rings.
I mean, look, they do shine very nicely. And I mean, you haven't even mentioned my belt buckle yet, because that thing is moving like a champion.
I'm actively avoiding looking at your crotch.
It says shiny. It says, kiss me, I'm a pirate.
I think that's the equivalent of at least 6 seconds of Paul's sort of free
I'm okay
action
with that.
to talk.
I'm so okay with that.
Worth it.
Yeah, what would Paulie like to do here?
I guess stab her. I guess. She doesn't want to have a chat and, not die, so now she dies.
Yeah.
I will bonus action panache her, though, with my sweet dance moves.
Yep. Panache her specifically, or does that work on a group?
No, just one.
Okay.
Yeah, creatures. So it's not like, yeah. So, my persuasion against her insight.
Against her insight, which is a wisdom, I believe.
21.
Is she particularly insightful? I don't think so. No, she is fully transfixed by your gyrations.
Okay, sweet. Perfect. And then I'm going to stab it.
Okay.
Ooh, 28.
28 definitely hits.
Fuck if it didn't. That'd be scary, wouldn't it?
Way too far from me.
Now, I believe because she's got an ally
Doesn't
next...
get sneak attack. Yep. So that is just 16 damage.
16. We love that, though. Some of that's still some lightning. We love that, too. Anything else?
Keep dancing.
Very good. All right. Well, I think it's time for some of her crew to go, and they start rushing the rushing your ship. These guys have, men with swords start making their way on gangplanks to get onto your ship. Two of her guard kind of...
Can I just yell out to Killian? Sorry, just one thing. Is like, all right. Now remember, fireballs on their ship, not on our ship.
Killian's already got a fireball in his hand. He's like, okay, fair enough.
One of the warriors, sort of what looked to be kind of more armored mercenaries, well-paid mercenaries for the Emerald Trading Company. It's still in the Emerald Trading Company livery, but not kind of just regular crew. One of them pulls out a longbow and takes aim at you, Paulie. But I assume a 12 will not hit.
Nope.
The other one will rush up the stairs and come to flank behind you, drawing a sword. And it's not going to hit. And an 18. Will an 18 hit?
Meets it beats.
Meets it beats.
Yeah, win this way dance moves.
10 slashing damage.
Okay. I'll just take that one. I am
Weird.
surrounded by people, so I'd be dumb to uncanny dodge the first one.
Well, yeah, I mean, the captain still hasn't even attacked you yet.
Yeah.
One of the crew sort of comes up under where you are, Karu, raises a crossbow and fires
I'm
at
also
you.
dancing.
Fires at you up in the rigging.
My tentacles are just.
Does an 18 hit?
Ah, yes.
You are a bolt, grazes one of your tentacles into the mast, and you're going to take 8 piercing damage.
Rude. Just the one. Yeah. And just occasionally, just like. Trying to get it out.
Is it the boatswain? Who steers a ship? What's their
Helmsman.
helmsman? The helmsman, which is a stout Durgar dwarf-looking sort of combination, turns, and you see that they've got they're probably standing on a slight stool, I think, to be able to move this big ship. They also have what appears to be almost like a big metal club. Also could also be known as a war pick, and they're going to turn and try and hit you with it.
Come at me. Come on. Come at me.
Actually, as they turn, they step off the stool that they were standing on, and they're just actually going to spend their entire action to enlarge themselves.
Shit!
I thought you were going to say to get back up because they fell over.
And they grab sort of this big war pick as they do it, enlarging with them. But that's the whole action to do so.
Gulp.
Yep. Yama.
Yama, awesome. So Yama, I did roll a concentration check, and Yama is still holding this spell.
Excellent.
Just to note, anybody within 30 feet of him. Yama's going to stand up onto this gangplank and block the routes, basically, onto the ship. With the rest of his movement, he's going to chug a potion of fire giant strength.
Hell yeah.
So his strength is now 25, which is huge. Let me just override this score.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What does that look like as Yama becomes the Red Hulk, effectively?
Yeah, so his skin is already red, and maybe his I'm imagining like his jaw drops out, and he's got like this kind of giant thing, and his muscles fill out, and it looks a bit like wonky on him, like it doesn't quite fit, like it looks artificial, and definitely not anything divine like you guys normally see him buff himself with. But basically with this 25 strength, I really want to stand here and push people off.
Sure.
The bridge.
Kind of throw them
so that's what
between
he's
the
gonna-
two ships kind of thing? Or?
Exactly, into the water.
Okay. Now, drinking the potion, I know we do healing potions is certainly a bonus action. I definitely love that. But drinking regular potions, what have we ruled that in the past? Is that an action or a bonus action?
Oh well, I'm happy to end my turn here. I've moved 5 feet, and I've pulled and drank the potion,
Okay.
and now I'm just like bracing myself here. Anybody who comes at me, I'm just gonna like my opportunity attack basically is gonna be like push them off.
Cool. All right. Yep, that makes sense. Actually, this makes me think of the addendum to the healing potion one. If you use a bonus action to use a healing potion, you roll the dice. But if you use an action to use the healing potion, you get the full amount as if you rolled max on the dice. So the idea is you're taking more time to drink it all, as opposed to just throwing it down your gullet really quickly, if you're all happy with that. But for things like a potion of fire giant strength, you kind of need it all. So, yeah, taking your whole action to do that makes sense. Any bonus actions for Yama, though, while he's standing there?
Ooh. I believe. No, only because he's gonna maintain concentration on that spell.
Okay. Very, very good. We love that.
Underbite Yama. New form.
Yeah. I love the dancing around there, Paulie.
What's that instrument called again? The
Hurdy-gurdy.
pirate accordion? Oh, hurdy-gurdy, that's the one.
Hurdy-gurdy.
I want a hurdy-gurdy so badly. Everyone will hate me, but I will love me. You even get hurdy-gurdies in Australia? Well, let's see.
Sure.
All right, I need everyone on the enemy ship. In fact, actually, I need you to tell me who's operating Fiera and who's operating Aveline.
I'll do Aveline, because I always have.
Yep.
Holy shit, they're not cheap.
Who's operating Fiera, the drow?
I can do Fiera if you like.
Sure. What would you like her to have done on your turn?
Let me look at her sweet skill. Let's say she casts Spirit Guardians and is going to move her full movement down towards this guy, down the bottom of the ship. Yeah.
Sure thing.
Sorry, I don't know how to ping.
Yeah, I'll just move her down then, that's fine. Spirit Guardians flit about her at a distance of 15 feet. Any creature's speed within it is halved, and if it enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there, so on its turn, it'll have to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d8 radiant damage. So just remember that. Cool. Alright. Karu, below you, you see a Emerald Trading Company mage start to cast a spell and start sort of throwing his hands up in the air below you, and you see a sort of storm cloud start to coalesce above La Floridita, and ice starts raining down on everyone on that ship. So, Yama, Killian, Fiera actually just moved out of it, so she's safe. And Aveline all need to make DC... what's their spell save here? DC 14. Dex saving throws, please.
Oh, why is it always Dex? Killian, I believe you have a +3.
That's okay. I got a 16
Aveline
anyway.
saved.
Oh my god, I almost had a natural 20. But I made it.
You made it? Yep.
Yeah.
How'd Aveline
Natural
do? 18?
Oh, she saved.
She succeeded, so I think she just takes no damage, right? Regardless of this, yeah. And Killian, you saved as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll each take half. So the damage was going to be 9 bludgeoning, 11 cold, and you're going to take half of that because you saved.
Flat.
And that whole area now is difficult terrain, which will require double movement speed to move through.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
of this crew all coming up. One of them runs up and starts trying to attack you with scimitars, Yama. But I believe a 12 will definitely not hit. A 23, I think, will hit, though.
Yes.
Just for 6 slashing damage with a non-magical weapon.
Thank you. Disassociated crew.
Yeah.
The names are wild.
This guy's seeing that there's not a lot he can do there. He's going to run up here. And a bunch of the Jade Fortune crew are just kind of gathering around. I think one of them starts perhaps climbing the rigging to get up to where you are, Karu, but it's probably just going to take his whole turn to get up there until he is, we'll say you're what, like 20 feet up or something like that, or 10 feet, 15 feet up?
Yeah, that works.
So he gets up onto your level, but it takes his entire turn to kind of do so. This sailor in front of you, Yama, is a little bit bigger. He's got a spear in his hand and this sort of like anti-boarding shield as well. If it's damage. So he's going to try and re-attacks. He's going to try and poke you off the, off the face of the earth. 2 with his spear. He's coming at you with a spear, but just as you're sort of standing there immobile like a rock, his spear is just kind of clanging off your armor. And he, I think, probably doesn't know how strong you are specifically. So I would like a athletics contest for him to kind of like shove you back to make more room for his group to cross the thing here. Not his,
22.
Not his best showing. 22 definitely beats 11. It's like shoving. He tries to shove you with the shield, but it's like shoving an immovable object. As you give no ground.
Yama the Mountain is back.
One of these members of the crew is going to attack Fiera, but in doing so, he's going to make a wisdom saving throw, I believe, as he runs into the Spirit Guardians.
DC 14.
Oh, yeah, he absolutely failed. What was it, 2d8? I forget already.
3d8.
3d8.
Normal. Not a bad roll. 14.
14, yep.
It worked out because I'm coming up in Foundry of Loam, another drow priestess.
Very nice. In return, he tries to attack Fiera, but misses both times as she kind of just dances away from those blades.
Nice.
This guy's probably going to stay there. Captain Voss, you never even asked her name, Paulie, but,
Yeah.
you know.
I gave her my name. She was rude and didn't ask, didn't give me hers.
Yeah.
Not my job to be polite.
I can use a bonus action to speak the command word. These 2D. Yeah, cool. She comes at you to attack, but your incredibly sexy dancing is just too much for her to handle, I believe. And you just dance out of the way.
So distracting.
Yeah.
Me? Never.
And so this flaming sword just goes past you, and you can feel the heat on it, but unperturbed, perhaps. Killian, we're on you, and then it's on to Karu. I can't believe Karu's at the bottom of the initiative stack. That's the wildest.
Yeah, I rolled like a 3.
You got tangled in the sail a bit.
Yeah.
How far can I go? I can go 30 feet. Never mind. That's not going to work. I was going to try and line up these guys because I don't want to blast Paulie into non-existence.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, I could. How do we feel about singeing
I mean-
Paulie's feathers?
Yeah, go for it. Fuck it.
Well then, Killian just takes off and flies to like here.
Mhm.
Lines up a shot, and
Oh my
then
God.
I'm going to cast lightning bolt
Collateral damage.
right through the middle. So I get basically 1, 2, 3, Paulie. All of these, everything in this group, has to make a DC 19 dex save.
So it's a straight line.
DC
Straight line.
19.
Yep, DC 19.
Yeah. So Paulie, the captain, and one of her guards.
And the guy behind.
The one time I rolled
counted
a
him.
4,
I
which was
don't,
a 14.
I don't think you hit a straight line on all four.
If I aim it straight through the middle, it'll get all 4.
If you aim it straight through the middle, you hit
No,
it
it won't.
last.
It won't.
Ah, true. All right, well, it's just the captain and a guy and Paulie's butt feathers.
I rolled 14.
Dex saves, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 and then a plus 10. So usually that would work.
Oh, whoops. Dex saving throw, not a. That's no different for her. She
Wait,
fails, and he fails as well.
That's 44 lightning damage.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Smart.
That's
Can
why
you
I was like, I
it's
don't
not
want
an
to plus.
attack. Can you uncanny dodge
Oh my
a
god.
saving throw?
You're gonna kill the captain.
I did say it out loud first.
Hits me with an attack,
It's not an attack.
but I can halve the damage.
Do you have evasion? Which is
What's
something
that?
else.
Evasion is great.
I think that's a high.
Oh, I do. I do have it. I do have evasion.
Oh.
When you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw, you to take only half damage. You instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw. Oh, okay.
But you
Sorry,
didn't
I
succeed, right?
You can use.
I've been using that wrong then. I've
An
taken a lot of
inspiration.
damage.
So uncanny dodge is when someone attacks you and you dodge out of the way. Evasion is for like area of effect stuff and saving throws, and they work slightly differently.
Succeed on the saving throw.
So even though you failed, you're going to take
Oh, I only get
half
half
damage.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I have evasion,
Because
right?
you have evasion. Had you succeeded, you would take no damage.
Oh, I should do that more often. I've never done that before.
Evasion's great.
The guy behind you, Paulie, is not looking great. He's looking very charred and singed. Captain Voss is annoyed, but you know.
Oh, I want to say I'm also just I'm 5 feet off the ground. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because I flew off.
Sure. Love that.
Yeah. So in Killian will be like that. That didn't like looking at the captain. You're like, really? Okay.
Singed.
Not you. Looking at her. She looks fine.
Yeah.
Killian's like, I gotta use bigger spells.
I feel like Polly's probably got like some static electricity going on, and
Oh
the
yeah, the mullet.
feathers
The
are
mullet,
like.
the mullet become a fro in the back.
I want to say that was only 4th level.
Sure.
I have levels above that.
Does Killian say that out loud as he's hovering just below Kara?
No, this is just a little
Okay,
bit of
this is just
information
Dylan.
for Timmy.
Dylan telling us. Okay, yeah.
Timmy's saying to Timmy, it could have been much worse.
Okay.
You could one-shot me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, going from mage to mage slayer, Karu up in the rigging. You've got a crew member who's kind of climbed up there, cutlass in hand, ready to swipe at you. And you've got a floating Killian below, and you can see obviously the full space of the arena here. What does Karu do?
Karu sees the crew member like come up to him, and he's, I think it's just as he like maybe pulls the tentacle down from where it was like attached, and he kind of gives this like big goofy grin that suddenly becomes positively feral. As a bonus action, he hyper transforms into his gross werefish self.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make an attack on my first attack just with my hands. So I can do attacks like with my claws, essentially. And I'm just going to do an attack on the guy that's come up next to me.
Sure.
Which doesn't hit, I don't think, but that's okay. Because my mobile feat means I can now move away from him and he can't take an opportunity attack on me.
Yep.
So I'm going to essentially, take a swipe, maybe just to catch him off guard so that he, like, pulls away. And then I'm going to jump down to where this Mage Slayer is. Whoop. I'm going to open a million things instead of actually doing what I want to do. I'm going to jump down to where this Mage Slayer is and just be like, hi. And then I'm going to do... So in hybrid transformation, if I just use my claws, I can actually... Oh, I've used my bonus action. For future notes, I can make 3 attacks.
Okay.
That's awesome.
But I will make just my last attack on him, because it's 3 attacks, but I use my bonus action to do
the
it.
third, yeah. Kind of like Paulie and his gun or whatever.
So I'll just give this guy a big grin, and hopefully... 21?
21 will definitely hit. This guy is not nearly as armored as everyone else that is here.
Jesus Christ. Just 8 damage.
Alright. He's not concentrating on any spells at the moment, but I'll keep that in mind. That hailstorm was kind of like a one and done. That's just decorating the
I
ship
know
now.
the spell. Yeah, I know that one. And then Avalon will... blah, 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 blah. What is... Oh, she's speed 30. So she'll make it to here, even with the difficult terrain.
Or maybe we should have Avalon with the other crew. The pirates are coming on the other side. In the north. There's 4.
She wouldn't have made it. She was like, because that's all difficult terrain.
Okay, all good.
Yeah, so she would have only gone like halfway up there, and she wants to stab someone, Captain.
That's fair.
What she wants to do.
That's
and because
fair.
and because I hit, she hits.
Yeah.
She's going to use her signature attack. Can I just roll the damage? Thank you. Oh my god. Yikes. 7 damage to the guy that's right here. Yeah.
So I'm going to be counting these guys effectively as minions. She's able to kind of leap, jump forward, and just... What's she got? She's got knives. What's she got? Garrots. What's going on with... What's she rocking today?
Well, she's always got a garrote. You never know when that'll come in handy. But no, she has like a... She just has a dagger, actually. But it's probably one of those, like, nice, cool, curvy ones.
Yeah.
The mean-looking ones.
Stiletto-esque, maybe, as well. Just sort of just pointed rather than sharp. It's just right for going in between ribs.
So you look at it and it in very fine, beautiful, like, serif font. It just says BootyCon.
Yeah. Love that. Cool.
That's my turn.
Excellent. Back to the top of the round, we've got Paulie.
Singed. So he's doing more like a jerky thing right now because of the electricity going through him. But he's still dancing. Okay. Paulie is just going to keep stabbing away at the Capitano.
Mm-hmm.
Both... Yeah, I'm going to go attack with Talon first.
Yep.
25 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Go. Deck. I'm going to re-roll that D6 lightning damage.
I think you can only re-roll piercing damage, right?
Piercing, that's true. And 14 damage it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to hit him with the pistol shrimpy. Just shoot her right in the gut.
Yep. Now, do you get disadvantage for shooting a pistol at close range? No.
I got gunner feet.
Ah, very good.
That's only 14 to hit, though.
That will not hit. That kind of... she just sort of steps to the side just in time for it to kind of glance off her emerald armor. You can see the kind of... The captain outfit she's wearing is obviously heavily reinforced.
Yep. With me being a bit hurt, though, Paulie is going to shoot up 50 feet into the air. I'll take all the reactions, except from her.
Oh yeah, correct. So the one that was behind you, the one that's looking quite singed, he's going to try and hit you with an opportunity attack.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this built in? It's not. So 19 to hit.
19 hits.
19 hits. That is 4 slashing
I
damage.
will take it.
And then the one with the war pick that is enlarged doubles its damage dice. Okay. Is going to try and hit you, but misses. Perhaps a little bit slow with their new size. They try and swing to hit you, but you're already long gone, 50 feet in the air.
Pew. I'll end my turn there.
Cool. Rest of this crew starting to run in to try and get behind you, Yama. And it's going to be scimitar time. 19 to hit and a 21 to hit.
21, yes. 19, no.
That's just 5 slashing damage.
Non-magical.
Non-magical.
Oh, we saw.
Seeing
Takes damage.
seeing one of his compatriots go down, the what is this guy? He's the enraged crew member. Is going to try and attack Avalon. 13 to hit, I think, will not hit, and a 10
No.
I think will not hit.
Firstly, he has to make a save. He's within my aura.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
It was a DC 14
Yeah.
with the
He succeeds.
he succeeds. What? Then he takes
Half damage.
half.
Sorry, Dan, what was the hits on Avalon? Because she actually has a pretty low armor class. So
13 and a 10.
13 does hit.
Oh, very nice. We love that. That's 6 damage onto her. So just
It's a con save, isn't it?
yeah.
So she's got to roll. I mean, more than a... Yeah, she's fine.
She's fine. Do you want to roll the damage of the Spirit Guardians? I think was it 3d8, Yama?
Oh my gosh, I rolled a 1, 2 on it. So like two damage.
2 damage.
Oh.
Yeah. I think a failed thing isn't going to kill a minion, especially that much damage. All good. More of these crew members rushing onto the ship here.
Oh my god, poor Yama.
Just surrounded by scimitars. 21 to hit and a 16 to hit.
21 hits.
So they come clattering about you. They've kind of made their way around, 9 slashing damage as he kind of starts getting behind you. You know, your armor, of course, holding up most of it, I believe, kind of reducing a lot of this, even when they are able to just kind of get through, but perhaps death by 1,000 cuts is on Yama's bingo card.
What was the damage, sorry?
9 slashing total.
Thank you.
Killian, you've gotten the attention of one of the guards you didn't hit with a lightning bolt. He, turns his bow from firing at the dancing Paulie to turn and fire at you. But
Come at me.
not gonna hit on that one, and definitely not gonna hit on that one either. Unless your armor class is as low as a 7, which I don't think it is.
No.
No.
Built of tougher stuff.
Built of more resilient things.
Killian is built for tough.
Yeah. The one that is singed is going to pull sort of a crossbow out and take aim up at Paulie in flight.
Get some.
But misses. You're just not
I'm
loving it.
dancing. I'm even dancing in the sky.
One of these guys runs over to you, Killian, and we're going to have one attack against each of you. First attack on Karu, 22 to hit.
Yep.
That's 5 damage on Karu, and then 16 to hit on Killian.
If it meets, it beats, but I am in the air.
You're 5 feet up, right?
Yeah. Gets my feet.
Gets your feet. For 5 damage. 5 feet for 5 damage.
Killian doesn't like that. You attack his boots. That's game
Oh,
on.
yeah. He's completely ruined the custom tread that Killian had on the bottom of his boots.
put a year into making those in Dis, all right?
Yeah. Time you're away. 14. More attacks coming at Yama, just clanging off the armor. Yama's getting the sword up, samurai style, just blocking blows, letting blows go through that just clang off the armor. Looking all fine. All the big dwarf lady, out of a barrel next to the helm, hoists up javelin and just hurls it at you. But you easily dodge out of the way because Dan can't roll for shit today.
Oh no, what a shame.
Yama.
Hells yeah. Alright, Yama is about to exert his full strength. I don't know what the rules are around this, but can I just like grapple check this, like the head honcho looking dude in front of me, and I just want to like pull him into the water.
Sure. So typically it's a, we'd call this like a shove. A grapple is if you want to like move them somewhere. So I think that'd be more like if you wanted to jump off the ship and take them with you.
Nope. I would think 100%.
So with that, I guess.
Is this like athletics?
Yeah, so it's a strength athletics versus their strength athletics, and you can either push them, usually it's back or in a direction, or push them so they fall over.
Yeah, okay. So I can't push him into the water, so let's just push him till he falls down.
Yeah. Tell you what, I will allow you so like you can kind of shove him off the edge of the ship, so that he'd like. Yeah. And I'd give him like maybe like a dex saving throw to catch onto the edge or something, but he'd have to like climb back up, he'd be prone, etc. Not relevant this time because he did actually beat you with a 23, surprisingly. Perhaps as Yama's kind of fighting off all these ants, he just can't get the good leverage on this very narrow plank to get this man. But you have a second attack, I believe, so you can try again or go for the attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again. He's trying to save his energies, I guess. Oh my gosh. Natural 3 for 14.
This guy seems to be well trained in athletics. Oh, yeah, no, he beats you.
Damn it.
So sorry, Yama.
Oh my god, 30. Oh. Okay.
I'm curious, is that your 11s coming through properly? Because that's what, your +6, I guess plus proficiency. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I've got the fire giant strength cushion on. So my athletics has gone from a 7 to a +11.
Yeah, so this kind of puts you on par with this guy, slightly above even, but the dice aren't with you, I'm afraid. He shoves back. And you guys are kind of just wrestling there on the side of a ship.
I might just cast a quick range touch. Where's the captain? Somewhere weird, right? Yeah, okay. No one's within my range, so I will lead it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alright, Karu, you've dropped down in front of this mage. He's not happy about that whatsoever. He begins casting a spell, and you can see him starting to become transparent. And you start to lose sight of him, and you attack.
Yeah, so he's my reaction to attack him.
Now, does this attack interrupt the spell, or does it effectively like come after he casts the spell?
That is a very interesting question.
Can I?
Alright, I'm just looking. Yeah, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature, and when you damage a creature that is concentrating on a spell, that creature has disadvantage. It doesn't say anything about interrupting the spell.
So
that they're
it's
casting.
like he casts it, and just like as he's finishing casting, you hit him.
Yeah,
Right.
which I did hit.
I will.
Can I counter spell him?
Ooh,
He's within 60 feet of me.
sure.
So DC 10 plus the spell's level, and this is an ability check spell modifier.
Cool. So it is a 4th level spell. So
What level are you casting at that, Kate?
Sorry. You're asking me to open too many tabs at once. I'm just going to cast it at the original 3rd level.
Okay.
He took 9
Because you
damage.
already... DC goes 10 plus the spells.
So DC is 10 plus the spell's level, so that's a 4th level spell, so it's a DC 14.
And there's a plus 7 to this roll.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, 7 plus 9,
16.
16, absolutely. So he starts becoming transparent. Karu, your eyes narrow as you lunge forward with the claws. It's probably quite good that Yama interrupted this because he was attempting to cast invisibility on himself. So I would have made you roll that with disadvantage. But because the spell is interrupted, he's not invisible, the attack definitely stands 9 damage. And I guess, well, he doesn't have to concentrate on the spell because he's no longer, it didn't work. It didn't go off.
I like to...
Guys, I'm going to hop off.
All right, buddy.
I probably won't. I won't. Yeah, it won't be my turn with the thing. But if you want to move for me and attack for me, go for it.
Yes, yeah, sure thing.
Thanks, guys.
Good night,
Thanks,
Timmy.
Thanks, Timmy.
Stab things and shoot them. It's really easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And uncanny dodge.
Leon's gonna
Yes,
take that sword.
uncanny dodge the big shots.
Bye.
All right, see you guys.
Bye. I was just gonna add flair to that.
Yeah.
Like when Karu goes to swing and Yama obviously counterspells and the guy starts to like fade back in, so it's like Karu just like maybe gets him in the gut with his claws and just like pulls him a little closer in. He's like, "Oh, there's no hiding from us."
Love it. Especially in this form. Totally
Yeah.
different, right?
Sorry, yeah, there's no hiding from us, bro.
With the echo running
echo,
down.
yeah.
Free intimidation check, right?
I love that. I also, for some reason that reminded me, Fiera didn't do anything on your turn, Yama, so...
Oh! Yes, Fiera would like to attack.
Okay.
With her signature attack. Please roll for me. Ugh, having issues with my D&D Beyond. So +5 to this roll. 15? On the dude just south of her.
Yep, 15 will hit, and so we will just delete him, the minion, as her and Avalon kind of teaming up, the radiant spiders kind of skittering around her as they hold the aft end of the ship.
And she'll just move so that guy is within her radius, but so that the other lady still has access to go and stab it.
Perfect. Cool. Back to the Mage's turn. You have attacked him. You pulled him closer, told him that he can't hide. He freaks out and decides to, run away.
He has
Fair enough.
less movement.
How much less movement?
Oh yeah.
Is it 20 feet?
No, it's only 10 because I'm not using my cutlass.
Okay, so he's down from 30 to 20, I think.
Yeah. Why is this? Yeah.
That is so helpful.
Yeah.
He's just going to try and create some distance from you, not knowing how fast Karu really is.
I was heading that way anyway, bud.
Imagine how terrifying.
Yama, more scimitar attacks your way, but clang, clang off the armor. It doesn't even matter. As more of these crew try and descend upon your ship and perhaps get locked into combat with some of the other crew members. I'll just move them up. They're probably there. We just won't roll for them. They're holding their own up this end. The one up in the rigging is going to launch himself down and try and attack Killian as he falls. Killian, he yells death. He yells merchant from above, and I believe a 16 won't hit your armor class. Or does that one hit?
16 will.
Okay. The other one misses.
Yeah,
7 slashing damage on Killian. I'm going to roll a dex save for this guy just as he lands, but he's fine. The big boy, sort of, it's that, you know, that one pirate who's shirtless, you know, maybe wearing almost like an executioner's helm. He's got the big spear and shield for you, Yama, covered in tattoos and seems to be kind of holding his own against your incredible strength. Is going to keep trying to spear you. Actually, he'll make one spear attack. 26 to hit.
Oh, yes.
For 9 damage. And then he's going to like bash you with his shield to try and like knock you down. And that's a 23 to hit for 6 damage.
I'm gonna use my wings to buff my AC by 4.
Okay, so the 23 misses.
Misses.
Okay. So you do not make a DC 15 strength saving throw to stay upright.
Ho ho ho. So you see these like golden wings just come and like close down in front of Yama, block the blow.
Karu, the terrified crew member, trying to kill the nightmare that is you, and Killian is going to come at you here. First one on Karu, 12 to hit, and nope. Killian, 15 to hit, misses. And we go back to Captain Voss, who looks up at the retreating Paulie and just says, I knew it. Pirates are cowards. And she's going to... She's got here leadership. She's going to kind of rally forward, leap down, and come to challenge you head on, Karu. This guy's going to make a wisdom saving throw. Absolutely fails. I'm just going to say he gets burnt up in the process. And we're on to Killian. And then we've got Karu.
Killian, knowing that he's going to have to make bigger attacks now, he's like, well, fuck this. And he's going to summon a draconic spirit. That is... what was it? Resistant to necrotic damage, so it does necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm going to summon that guy.
Where would you like him?
Let's put him right where he is fine. Yeah,
sure.
No, it's almost like you know what I was going to do next. And he also takes his turn after my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to stay where I am.
Does Killian yell
that's
out
fine.
anything in particular? You know, like, obviously there's the magic words to summon this creature.
No, he's just still staring down at that captain. He's like, lightning didn't work. Let's try necrotic.
Sure.
And that's the end of Killian's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Now for the dragon. The dragon's just going to move in on the captain.
Sure.
And make his first attack. Just a good old-fashioned rend. That's 10 damage.
Rend. Does it have to hit? How does Rend work? Merely weapon attack.
It's a melee weapon attack. So...
Using your spell attack modifier to hit. So it's like a spell attack from you, like a cantrip attack.
Ah, okay. What, do I roll like a cantrip?
Like a firebolt equivalent
yeah.
to hit.
That's fine. There you go.
19 hits. So
Yep.
she takes the 10 damage, and I believe you get 3 of those, right, as a rend? Oh, half the spell's level rounded down as multi-attack. Whoa, not 48. What the fuck?
So I need to go again. Basically, go again. Oh no, half rounded down would be 1 at the moment at 5th level, would it not?
Half rounded down is still 2, I think. Because half would be 2.5. You round down to 2.
True. Okay. But if I do that, do I get to use my breath weapon still, or should I just use my? I don't remember.
The multi-attack is 2 rend attacks, or the breath weapon is an action. So it's like one or the other here.
Okay. All right. Do another. Might as well do another rend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
29 definitely hits.
Yeah, we'll take that. And then that is another 18 damage.
8 damage. There you go.
And the dragon will, after its attacks, it'll like spin around on the spot and like roar at everyone around.
Yeah.
This dragon looks severely fucked up. Like
Yeah.
it's an undead dragon.
Yeah, it's just sort of bits of meat falling off its skin.
The air feels heavy around it.
Yeah, there's a fug. You can cut it with a cutlass. A lot of the crew sort of look suitably terrified. Captain Voss kind of stares it down. She seems to be made of sterner stuff. Any movement or anything like that from Killian? I guess maybe not. You're surrounded.
Yeah, no, I'll just stay where I am. I'm
Sure.
good.
Karu.
Nice. Karu is going to like flick his like claws, like he's sparking a flame, because he can cast his Crimson Right on his mitts.
Yeah.
So he's
Cool.
he's just gonna hit. It's like, and then his hands are gonna just like light up in flames. So let me do my.
Haru is like my nightmares.
Yes. He kind of is a nightmare boy, yeah. So I take 1 necrotic damage from that, which is sick. And I'm going to... Yeah. Don't care about these little dudes around me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be like, hey, you'll be fine, Killian. And then I'm going to run to get in between these 2 lovelies.
All right. So 2 opportunity attacks. The dirty 20 will hit on the second one for 5 slashing damage.
How much?
5.
Okay. That's fine. And I'm now out to scare the mage, so I'm going to run past the captain, but obviously I'm still in melee range with her. Like I haven't left that. And I'm going to attack the mage twice with my now on fire hands. Hopefully. Oh, damn it. I rolled a natural 19, which made me sad that I don't have my tattoo activated.
It's tough. It's tough out here on these streets.
That crit range.
No, 26 is going to hit, so that's fine. So, Jesus Christ, he takes 1 slashing damage and 6 fire damage. And his second attack, does not hit. It's a 9.
Correct. A 9 will not hit.
That's fine. And that is my turn.
Okay. Aveline.
Oh, Aveline will... Oh, there's no dudes around her.
We killed them all.
Nice. Is this still difficult terrain?
Just the red stuff.
Okay, so yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you meant just like the boat in general.
No, I was like... Yeah, anyway, it's fine. Aveline is going to maybe 10 and then... Oh, yeah, so she can make it up there. So she's actually going to cross and use her movement.
Yeah, it just leaps across.
Yeah, she has 30 feet, so she would have made it. So she just leaps across and she is going to attack this guy.
Yep.
And again, I've hit, so she will just
Yep.
roll damage and she's going to use her signature attack.
That's good enough. She is able to kind of sneak up behind this guy and take him out. Effectively minions to these guys. Cool. I like to think that they're all kind of focused on Yama. Scimitar, spears, trying to get at him, and Evelyn just comes up behind, is like, shh, 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 shh. Just like cuts his throat.
Yeah.
And then just
Amazing.
lets him gently to the ground.
Yeah. Considerate killer.
Yeah. Paulie is going to kind of circle around up in the air, and I'm going to assume, shoot his special gun, his pistol shrimp. But will not hit. And circle up to kind of where you guys are, I think. Makes sense for him. Excite the crew, get him going.
Mm-hmm.
Yama, you're still surrounded. One of them will hit you, a 24 to hit, for 9 slashing damage. As again, that sort of death by 1,000 cuts. You're shaking off most of them, but you can do this mostly all day. But you are an old man, and nap time is certainly coming. More of these attacks, but again, just kind of glancing off that armor, getting the katana in the way. Parrying each of these blows as best you can. Karu, the one of the guards who was kind of shooting at Killian before, is going to run up and draw his sword and attack you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2 attacks here, a 16 to hit.
No.
And a 17 to hit.
No.
Well, that's upsetting for him.
I like to think
takes it personally.
because he couldn't really see what Karu looked like, and when he got close, it was a ugh.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit. This
Jesus,
guy
what is this?
is going to open up with the longbow onto your draconic spirit, Killian. But I believe a 9 and an 11 will not hit. This has been miserable for my rolls today. These Emerald Trading guys were just not prepared for this kind of action.
They thought they could get away.
Yeah.
Too grumpy and insecure.
That's right.
and disassociating.
Yeah, they're busy.
This guy, sort of this grumpy crew member, completely surrounded, is unable to effectively get off any good attacks on you or the dragon, Killian. And it looks like the tide of the battle is changing because, well, not changing, just getting worse for these guys as they start rolling critical failures instead of just regular shitty rolls. The helmsman, though, now that she is giant, is going to charge over at the dragon. I'll give her a wisdom saving throw because I think 15 feet is the Spirit Guardian's thing, so she will take damage from that. If you can roll 3d8 for me, Yama. She kind of just bats away the...
I'm so sorry, I missed that.
Sorry, roll a 3d8 for the Spirit Guardians.
Oh, yes, thank you. They can't be better than last time. Oh, yeah. That's an above average roll. 17.
17, yeah, that is decent. Doesn't love that. In return, she attacks the Draconic Spirit, hitting it with a 17 of her own, and is going to do... Oh, 2d8 while enlarged. Oh, yeah, cool. 2d8, formula piercing. Oh, no, that's way too much. It did 1d8 plus 2d8. That's not right. 17 damage to the Draconic Spirit.
The who?
To the Draconic Spirit. Sorry, am I cutting in and out?
What was the hit? What was the hit for that?
17 to hit.
Yeah, it's 19 AC.
Oh, okay. I just looked at the character sheet. Let me...
Yeah, no, 14 plus the level of the spell, and it's a 5th level spell.
Am I only cutting out on Discord? I wonder if I'm cutting out on stream as well. Let me change to my headset for you guys. Maybe that'll...
Ooh.
Is that better, or...?
You haven't cut out yet.
Okay.
I would say better.
We'll see how we go. And Hawks in chat can tell me if I keep cutting out, or whether it's just these guys pretending to not hear me when I tell them they're getting hit.
Or to
damn,
roll
we-
stuff.
Sorry, what?
Oh, what? We didn't hear you. Oh. You hear this? Yama must only be in Discord. Yeah. Yama, surrounded still. Got big, strong, burly man in front of you. A couple of smaller, less burly men and women around you. Still in the same position, holding strong. What do you do?
Could your what's it called? Starts with a G. This bad guy. Thank you.
Yeah,
I was like, there's that movie that's coming out soon. Could he please roll me a wisdom saving?
Absolutely he can. He's not great at it. How does a 13 look?
Sounds excellent to me, so I've just cast command. And I'm going to command him to fall, and I want to use my athletics check at the same time to pull him or push him off the boat.
Yeah.
If you would allow them to like mesh.
Sure. Is the command a action or a bonus action?
Command is a full action.
Okay. So you're probably not going to be able to juice this with your...
Oh, right, because it's, yeah.
But you tell him to fall, so I think he falls off the ship and in between the two ships. I'm going to give him a dex save to see if he like comes to midway and can hold on, but he'll effectively be prone. Yeah, he fails. And so he drops between the two ships, and the last you see of him is him in the waves as these ships are kind of like banging together as well. So he's possibly crushed to death.
Amazing. Love that. And then Yama is going to end his turn by just turning to face the other guy behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Viera is going to... oh, I can't move her, but she's going to move towards this 10-foot person. And could the 10-foot person please give me a charisma save?
Oh, they're even worse at that. But to
He doesn't look
everyone's
very charismatic.
surprise, a 19. D20 minus 1. They actually got a natty 20 minus 1.
Alright, well, nothing happens.
Okay.
Damn it.
Were you attempting to do banishment? Because she's not level 7 yet. She can't do that.
Oh, damn it! Okay.
So she can do a signature attack.
Okay. Yes, please. Thank you. It doesn't have levels on my sheet, so I was just like, yes, she can do this. So that is a 14.
14, I'm afraid, does not hit. As she kind of charges in, the spirit guardians around her. She tries to banish her, realizes, shit, Lolth took away that power from her. She's still working, getting back on the grind. And then goes to attack with her. She's got sort of a whip with multiple snake heads on it and tries to lash at this thing. But just, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen today.
Too bad. She might continue her movement just like another 10 feet up, but not leaving the attack range. Yeah, thank you.
Very good. This mage, I think, is thoroughly scared of you, Karu, as he tries to run away.
There's 10 feet less movement. They hit him before.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. He's trying to get away, but I think he's going to try and do some kind of magic on you before running, because he doesn't know that you have a special ability that lets you fuck him up if he does that. Well, I guess you're going to fuck him up either way.
I'm going to try my best.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's going to sort of start making his way, potentially even to like run below decks to run and hide. But as he does so, he pulls his hands up and starts, chanting a spell. You can see similar to the ice storm, but perhaps a little bit different. So instead of a storm cloud overhead of the ship, one starts coalescing around his hands.
Counterspell.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it at a higher level this time.
At a 5th level?
Yeah, I don't think I have 5th level. I only have 3rd. Reaction. Spells. Counterspell. Yeah, I can cast it at 3rd level, what benefit?
I think, so a 3rd level counterspell...
It actually doesn't.
Automatically, Dylan, you know this better than me. A 3rd level counterspell counters 3rd level spells and below, no save required. Yes. But
yep.
So the higher level of your counterspell, the higher level spells it'll auto block without having to roll for them.
It actually says that only starts at 4th level or higher, so there's no benefit to me casting it at 3rd level.
No, because that's the base level of the spell.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So you find that this panicked mage is casting a spell, a very powerful spell, a 5th level spell. So you are going to have to roll for this.
Okay, so +7 to this roll.
+7? Holy
Come
shit.
on!
Is that based on your charisma?
That's the spell attack modifier, right? Or is it just the spell modifier, which is +3?
I think
Either way, it's a natty 19.
Natty 19 is very good. DC spell casting ability. So yeah, it'd be a D20 plus your ability, which is just a +3. However, luckily for you, doesn't even matter because Yama, you reach out.
Pew pew!
What does that look like as you counter that spell? What does that kind of interruption look like from you?
I honestly think it's silent and almost more like a void compared to all his like radiant other things. So almost like maybe there's this magic coming out of this person and Yama just like vacuums it.
Now I guess we already ruled that you get an attack here, Karu. Perhaps we can discuss it after this at another time. Does it count as a mage? Yeah, if he fails to cast it, does it still count as a cast? I'll allow it for this time, of course, because I think it's cool. But we'll have that discussion another time. So I'm
pretty sure. But I'm pretty sure it is just when they go to start attacking, like
when they attempt to cast a spell, or when
a creature within casts a spell. So technically, yeah, okay.
I'll allow it for this time, but yeah, just so he readies his hands, he throws both hands up, and you see sort of ice coalescing, and as he goes to thrust them out at you, you can just see that cold is pulled away by the void of Yama and sort of that leadership. And he just looks down his hands, aghast, as he kind of stares up at you. And I mean, either way, he'd either be running at this point or the Mage Slayer. You're going to get an opportunity to attack regardless here as he attempts to dive into the lower area of the ship.
I just give another one of those big feral jagged tooth grins as I swipe at him.
Yeah, 25 definitely hits.
Sick. So 9 slashing damage. I feel like I've only ever got 9 slashing damage and 5 fire damage.
He is.
Can you hear my cat?
Yeah. He is on the brink as he hurls himself down the stairs and down under the deck of the ship.
The reason why she's purring so loudly is because she's watching all the mice and all the things move on screen, and it's very entertaining to her. So she's like, in fact, she's just like at the thing. That's why she's so loud.
That's because Katsu is actually #1 subscriber on the channel, and
she is
100%.
All right. Crew, they're still fighting away. They're doing crew stuff. Killian, you are still surrounded. So this is going to be interesting for you. Oh, that's finally a critical hit, 9 slashing damage.
That's fine.
Do you have to keep concentrating for this Draconic Spirit?
I believe so. On save?
Obviously just DC 10, I think, for your con save.
Yeah, that's fine. 22.
Second attack, not quite a natty 20, but we still love it. That's going to only be 4 damage, though, on that second attack. But you
Want me to roll my con save again?
Yeah. So many low con saves. One day I might get you. But it looks like
11.
not today, as these guys are just kind of wailing on you. 12 will not hit, 14 will not hit. Captain Voss is going to, perhaps against her better judgment, turn her back on this dragon and attack Karu with her flame tongue longsword. Attacks. 15 to hit.
Nope.
And oh my god, natty 1. That's
Nope.
just upsetting. We got Killian and then Kara's on deck.
So. Now. It's time. So, Killian's going to start out with a... Oh, can he... Can't. Alright, he has to lightning bolt this. He's going to lightning bolt straight along here and get pretty much everything that the line touches.
Everything the line touches is your kingdom.
Yes. So that is a DC 19 dex save, please.
This guy in front of you definitely fails, so he's going to explode.
Yep.
Voss.
That's what he gets for hitting me.
Saving throw. She just hits the 19. So she's going to take half. The warrior behind her fails. He's going to take 25 lightning damage. And the one behind, I think even if he succeeds, he's dead. So he is just obliterated. There's just sort of a char outline silhouette of ash on the steps behind.
Okay, well, that's it for Killian. Now the dragon's turn. So this guy here, is that
Lady
does he have?
dwarf.
Does she have reach? Is her attack range 10 feet?
I think so because she's big.
Because she's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what I'm thinking is I want to jump the dragon back so that she can still reach me. So there's no attack of opportunity.
Correct.
And then I'm going to breath weapon.
Ooh, very good.
In a 30-foot cone from here.
Yep.
So it doesn't hit Karu.
Thanks.
Don't really want to hit Karu with necrotic damage.
I
Sure.
appreciate that.
And there's your 8 necrotic damage for those 3 guys.
What kind of saves do they need to make?
Dexterity save against my spell save DC. So another 19 dexterity, please.
19. Okay, Captain Voss is all right. She's going to take half, I believe. Is that right?
Yep, I believe so.
For necrotic. This guy is going to take 4 necrotic. I like to think that the necrotic breath weapon, just like because it's heavy, settles down into those stairs and kind of gets whatever is just at the bottom of those stairs, and you just hear the guy that was running away from Karu. You hear him go like, "Oh my god, I'm finally safe!" And he just starts throwing up everywhere, and you just hear the death rattle of a guy who thought he'd finally escaped.
Nice.
And she's going to take the full 8 damage.
All right. Well, that is. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Karu.
Yeah. I am going to. I'm gonna attack the captain lady. Why not? She's right there. And I'm gonna use all 3 of my attacks because I've got my bonus action this round. The first attack. 21.
21 hits.
Heal. Oh Jesus. 5 slashing damage and 6 fire damage. Shit, can you check? Probably not with a 14.
14 will not hit.
It's alright. Third attack. 17?
17 does not hit. She is bloodied though now after that attack.
Damn it.
This guy is also bloodied.
That's it. I'm not going to move or anything. Evelyn is just going to keep knocking off these grunts.
Mhm.
So she's going to come up to this one and hit with her signature.
I think because your first attack was a 21, I think that's fine. So we'll have this guy go down. As this guy's obviously been wailing on you, Killian, and you've been kind of dodging with the eyes in the back of your head effectively as you lay out the lightning. You see behind you through your cloak of many eyes, Evelyn just kind of walking up very slowly, very quietly to behind the guy, tap him on the shoulder. He turns around, he goes hi, and then just garrot around his neck and pulls him to the ground. And then
Killian just like thumbs up.
Yeah, and then she just like winks at you, Killian, and then motions her head over at Karu and goes, "That's my man."
Killian just thinks to himself, "My God, she's terrifying."
looks over at Karu after that and just sees and goes,
Black goo going everywhere.
Yeah, that works.
Perfect match.
The deck is a storm of bodies, steel flashing in the light as you trade blows with the enemy crew. The cannonades have ceased momentarily. The ship's now locked in a deadly embrace as you engage in fierce hand-to-hand combat. The Jade Fortune is no easy mark. Its crew fights with the ferocity of those who know what's at stake. This is your moment, your chance to seize the treasures that lie within the bowels of this prized vessel. The ship groans under the weight of the battle, the sound of wood straining beneath the relentless assault. Above, the skies darken as if the very heavens hold their breath, waiting to see who will emerge victorious from this deadly dance on the sea. You hear from Reynard over on La Floridita. Just as the tide of battle seems to be turning in your favor, you hear, "Ship on the horizon!" You turn your gaze from the bloody melee on the deck of the Jade Fortune and squint towards the horizon. There, cutting through the waves with a terrifying grace, is a sight that sends a shiver down the spine of even the hardest pirate. A gunship, flying the dreaded colors of the Emerald Trading Company. The vessel is sleek and menacing, its hull painted a dark, almost blackened green that seems to meld with the churning sea. This ship is built for speed and power, its sharp prow slicing through the waves with ruthless efficiency. Along the deck, you can see figures cloaked in deep emerald robes, spellcasters, their hands glowing with arcane energy as they prepare their spells. The ship's name, the Serpent's Bite, is emblazoned in shimmering gold along the side, a reminder of the deadly sting that await those who dare cross the company's path. The wind catching its sails, massive emerald sheets adorned with intricate runes that pulse with magical power, and as the ship starts to close the distance, you notice the crew moving with a disturbing precision. These aren't just sailors, they're battle-hardened warriors, and among them, wizards and sorcerers mutter incantations. Their eyes glowing with the power they are about to unleash. Wisps of ethereal smoke rise from their hands, and the air crackles with energy.
Counterspell.
On the
Yeah, how
quarter
many
deck,
wizards are there?
a wizard clad in elaborate robes, adorned with sigils of power, raises a staff high into the air. Lightning arcs from its tip, briefly illuminating the entire ship in an ominous glow. The rhythmic beat of a war drum arrives at you over the ocean, enchanted to reverberate with a spell that quickens the pulse and steadies the aim. Echoes across the water, driving the serpent's bite forward like a predator on the hunt. This is no ordinary gunship. The Serpent's Bite is a vessel of the arcane designed to hunt and obliterate pirate vessels with both steel and sorcery. The cannons along its sides are not only forged from the finest metals, but also inscribed with runes of destruction, ready to unleash explosive blasts of iron and fireballs. You have precious few minutes to end this fight and grab what you can from the Jade Fortune. Coin, cargo, anything of value before this new threat is upon you. Move fast, because once the Serpent Bite closes in, you'll be locked in a deadly chase with spells and cannon, pounding your every move. And as you contemplate that, the sea spray catches in the wind, mingling with the faint smell of ozone, as the wizards aboard the Serpent's Bite begin to weave their spells. The very air around you seems to tighten, thick with tension and the promise of magical destruction. This will be no ordinary skirmish. This is a battle for your lives against the might of both steel and sorcery. The clock is ticking. And that's where we'll end it for this week.
Nice.
And forever, because we're fucked.
Yeah. Can Polly talk us out of this one? Let's find out.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe-
You ever
Oh,
figure
yeah.
out how to make our ship fly?
Hey, can your banishment Caro out loud? Hey, can your banishment spell work on a whole ship, Killian? Like,
I could try.
Oh my gosh.
oh boy, wow.
Yeah. Oh boy, indeed.
so if we zoom out a little bit,
Oh, there it is. No, we have no time.
Oh boy. Oh no.
SOS.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. We can zoom out for everyone playing at home. The Serpent's Bite closing in probably twice the size of the vessel you are currently attacking, though off there a fair distance away. You'll have to decide what is more important to you and how long you can stay behind to gather precious cargo or finish the fight. And we'll find out next week.
Scary.
Yikes.
Timmy's gonna come back and be like, cool, so we're in the midst of a fight, and be like, so zoom out.
About that.
Zoom out on your
About
map
to be in
for us.
another one.
Thank you very much for everyone playing, and thank you to those in chat, making sure that they could hear me very clearly, even if this crew did not. And also, well, once someone in chat actually told me that my mic wasn't working, and we fixed that, so thank you very much for that. We will catch you next week. Same pirate time, same pirate channel. That's it from us. Good night.